in student groups with you guys. It has been a hot minute. We have not been together since December 10th. That's 2 full months. A lot can happen in 2 months. And honestly, a lot has happened, but that's why we have student groups. That's why we do this. So that when there's a ton happening in your life, in your world, you have somewhere to go that is safe. You have people that you trust, and you have a community around you that supports you. Freedom Students, we don't do this for any reason other than the fact that we love you guys and we believe in your future. Every one of your leaders sees you and what you can be. They see the impact that you are having and the incredible things that you are going to do. They believe that you can change your family, your friends, and your school. In fact, I'd say that the leaders in your student group believe in you more than anyone else, except for maybe your parents. Now, you might be thinking, there's no way that you could do any of those things. There's no way that you could change your friends or influence your family. Let me stop you right there and tell you, you're wrong, and you can. You just have to know what changes people. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about tonight. What changes people? And I don't mean like superficial things. I mean like real, internal, lasting change. And to put this on display, I'm gonna take you to this story in Luke. Luke 17, 11 and 19. Now on his way to Jerusalem, Jesus traveled along the border between Samaria and Galilee. As he was going into a village, 10 men who had leprosy met him. They stood at a distance and called out in a loud voice, "Jesus, Master, have pity on us." When he saw them, he said, "Go show yourselves to the priests." And as they went, they were cleansed. One of them, when he saw that he was healed, came back praising God in a loud voice. He threw himself at Jesus' feet and thanked him. And he was a Samaritan. Jesus asked, "Were not all 10 cleansed? Where are the other 9? Has no one returned to give praise to God except for this foreigner?" Then he said to him, "Rise and go, your faith has made you well." Here's what you have to understand about leprosy. Leprosy is an infection that causes terrible disfiguring sores and numbness in your limbs. If you had leprosy, you were considered unclean and you were cast out of society because at the time there was no cure and it was believed to be very contagious. So when they rolled up and started talking to Jesus, it would have been socially acceptable to just ignore them and keep moving. But Jesus took the time not to just address them, but he addressed their needs. He was personal with them. And because of that encounter with Jesus, they were changed. So what changes people? The thing that changes people is an encounter with the love of Jesus. Those 10 people walked away from that moment changed forever. Their lives drastically altered because Jesus took the time to slow down, see them, and treat them as people. He didn't reject them because of their past or physical appearance. He saw them and he loved them. That is how we change people. When we become other people's encounter with Jesus' love. It's not about us forcing our friends to change their behavior. It's not about us telling our friends that what they're doing is wrong. It's about us seeing them as God sees them and choosing to show them his love. Then, when they start to question why we act the way that we act, we get to help them acknowledge Jesus as the one who makes the difference. Because when they acknowledge him, like the one leper who came back and praised Jesus for healing him, they can begin to see Jesus in their lives. You have to remember this. The part we play in changing the lives of others is that of a seed planter. All we do is plant seeds of God's love. It's on God to move their hearts.